Here we are, everyone. Welcome to the Sims stream. We're back on the Nun Island this time. We're on the menu. Why does it say Jake Nun? We missed you.
Because that's your name in the game. I did originally have all of your surnames. I was like,
true.
Yeah, that's loud.
It's not too loud for us, but yeah, you can turn it down for
What's
yourself.
loud for me? Yeah.
Plus, I don't know. I need to start the background music, don't I?
Oh, so we're actually on an island.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like sand. Oh, there's Chris looking at Jake.
There's problems already.
Yeah, look at him.
He's looking at me.
Good, well. I gave Sammy a new hoodie.
Oh, nice.
It was nice.
Yeah. Everyone's looking real good.
We made Paul's head a bit bigger as well, because it felt too small.
Why is his head so big?
It felt too small in our waters.
Oh, I'm just feeling.
There's a disturbance.
Oh, Lee looks really depressed.
Yeah, there's something in the eyes, isn't there?
Yeah, they look really sad. Oh. Bless him.
Oh no. The Sims burglar's here.
I'm really glad I can't hear that, because that would give me such anxiety.
I know, it doesn't really fit the cozy vibe, does it? I might have to turn the sound effects off. I'm waiting for Chris to find the one that's in there. I can't remember if it's... I hope I didn't accidentally set it for like money or something.
Right, so is it going to be like a massive, like, well, as big as possible house?
I think it's going to have to be to fit all of us in, isn't it?
Yeah, or with the new expansion for rent, you can individual rentable properties. So I thought if we did it that way, then Paul could be the landlord.
Oh God!
I mean, I was.
Don't give him ideas.
I was kind of looking forward to the chaos of like a big beach mansion. Chris found the. Okay, let's go. That one's still cozy, right?
Well, yeah, it's sort of like they're not going for it. Yeah. We'll do a massive house.
Okay.
Mr. Nun, who lives in the massive house.
He lives in the big house on the beach. Oh, not you again!
I know I know there's like a limit to how many people you can have in a house, but it'd be fun if we could drop in some outside characters. But I don't think anyone else lives here, do they?
No, but I could make them in the world,
Yeah,
and they could come in.
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to charge them.
So yeah, just talk among yourselves.
No, we are.
The basics of it.
I was just looking
watching.
at the sound effects thing. I'll decide later if I want to turn it off.
So, with regards to that square, basically like going into the water, is there a way to like level that off, or is that going to be like sort of like just a bit out the back of the house that just goes into the
It
water?
would just be over the water.
Right.
You can build into the
that's good.
sea.
And you can change it to have like
Oh,
A
so we'll
jetty.
have like a plank.
Plank. We can have a plank.
To make Adam live over the sea.
No.
It's what you call exposure therapy.
I can swim now, mate. It's fine. No, seriously. Well, you know me. I've never been able to swim. What's that?
Do you want to stick to the budget, or do you want cheats?
Oh no, infinite money.
Infinite money, because we need Paul's infinite power.
This is where you find out I can't spell.
Chris was saying, have you typed Rosebud in the console commands? Does that do anything in this game, or is that like
so the
Theme
cheat
Hospital?
still works?
Just type. Yeah.
Whoa.
Nice.
Yeah, you
I
got an
might have to do
achievement.
that then.
Yeah, Rosebud on its own only gives 1,000.
Oh.
So it's not as good. You can just type in money and then however much you want.
So we've got $1 million now, have we? Or sim money or whatever it's called.
9 million.
Simoleons,
Just
it's
under
called.
10. Simoleons.
It is.
Simoleon pirates away.
Yeah, how is everyone in the chat? I see Joe and Chris so far. Paul did say he was going to drop in. I think he's being the bachelor man at the moment.
Yeah.
Of the house.
I saw Joe saying earlier that he hates that it's hay fever season now, and I agree with him.
Oh, I think I'm immune at the moment.
Because I'm a swollen mess, like. Because the council's been cutting the grass next to mine, and literally, I went out the house this morning to take Ruben to school, and I sniffed once, and the inside of my nasal passage just grew.
3 sizes that day.
Yeah, that's exactly. I thought that as it was happening. I was like, oh. But obviously, with being a crazy anxiety person, my brain was like, "Oh no, is the air full of peanuts now?"
Oh, it's that peanut cloud from the Netherlands.
I shouldn't even joke about it. And I was
no, there was a core meltdown at the Pripyat peanut factory, and the wind was blowing in a westerly direction. This isn't very cozy.
No, this is I'm in danger.
The new nightmare. Joe saying take away their food and make them fight. Yeah, all of the lads who I've talked to about The Sims have underestimated how long it takes to actually start playing with The Sims. We must build. I'm liking this though. What's your process here, Euphoria?
I don't know at the moment. I've got Adam's plank.
It's just so I can go and sit on the edge of it and dream about, don't know, not being a giant. Yeah, there's always that. That would be nice.
I think that's where you stand and you're like, this is my plank. I don't know you.
It's really a lot of pressure building with people watching us. I don't like it.
Nah, people don't really know what you're doing.
Man. We're not even here.
You're the expert.
I'm just like excited to see what it comes out like, because it looks like you've already got some sort of idea in place, or maybe you're just improvising. I don't know.
Yeah, just improvising for now. Jake, have you told them about the new emulator that we've got on the iPad?
No, but if it has been all over social media, but if anyone doesn't know, there's a emulator called Delta, I think, that's just hit the iOS store. This is nothing new to Android users, but it means Apple users can finally get an emulator. Obviously, like, you know, Nintendo, Super Nintendo games, that's nothing interesting, but you can put DS games on your phone, and guess what?
Ooh.
Your phone is a touchscreen. It's pretty much like the only good way to play DS games, like, other than on an original console. So it's like when we all used to have those R4 cards, Adam, and we used to just download all the games.
Yeah. Those were the days.
Yeah, what were we playing? Nintendogs and WarioWare Touched.
How many of these is there? 1, 2,
7 and a dog, is it?
7 and a dog.
I thought you said, because like my ears are a bit blocked as well. Like I feel like you
yes,
said.
You can, Chris.
Well, how many feces is there?
There's a little inside all of us.
There'll be a lot in this house.
But yeah, Chris, I understood that reference about the peanut factory.
I've just read it.
Me and Chris are like almost the same person. We know all the same stuff. Oh, Paul's dropped in. Hello. Nobody's died yet. It's hard to kill a sim.
These things take time.
Alright, how do I don't know why my subscriber goal thing disappeared.
Oh.
That's not where the friggin' hell is it? Alert box?
I thought that said footboarder there. I was like, oh, what's going on here? Like,
when the Tails porn thing didn't tip you off.
Oh, God. I didn't see that, to be fair. You scroll past that one quick.
No, I'm putting it on screen for everyone.
Oh, no.
Right, there it is. Right, there we go. I think it freaked out when that person followed us. I know they're not here, but thank you to the 3 newest followers we've had randomly yesterday and today. That's Nice Hog Live, Iconic Crawdad, and Teresia. That name again, Teresia.
Teresia.
Oh yeah, Paul's been doing that video game characters countdown, so me and you can right the wrongs of the BAFTA and reveal the true most iconic video game character.
Oh, is that going to be on our next Ramblecast episode? Is it?
Yeah, it should be. Should be ready.
That'll be next week, won't it?
I've asked Paul to fudge the numbers and make sure the tournament ends on that day.
It needs to be Sonic.
I did not vote for Sonic.
No.
Oh, hi, Ducky with the Sims.
How's your holiday going, Ducky?
Oh yeah, she's in Lanzarote Dirty Body. Is that bit in the middle going to be the swimming pool, or are we just going to use the ocean?
That's the toilet.
You can make a giant toilet.
The trough.
You can use the size up buttons to make things comically large. You might have to put something silly on the roof, just so it doesn't interfere with like the floor plan or anything. But yeah, what kind of vibe are you going for the hoose then?
I don't really know until I start just putting stuff in places, really.
Have you seen enough reality TV shows set on a beach to know like what kind of mansions they use?
No, none. If I'm honest.
What about that program we were watching on Netflix where it was like the luxury resort Airbnbs?
Oh, yeah.
Not the Bondi Beach person. Alright,
With Babe and Bondi, that was a good one.
Ducky says the Wi-Fi is shite. Okay, Paul sorted it so the winner will be announced on the stream. That's perfect.
Nice.
I did say he could record a little video if he wants to be the one to break
cool.
to break the news.
So obviously we'll be doing like the news roundup as well, won't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got some stuff written down. Ducky says, "Give them all bunk beds."
No, I don't.
Well, no, I thought it would be funny to do like themed rooms, as if it was like one of those weird sex hotels.
Okay, let's go.
Best new sound effect.
Paul said he's got top bunk.
Yeah, and he also says Nat's a classy TV watcher, doesn't watch trash like me and him.
We just get annoyed at stuff too easy.
Okay, so Ducky says give Sammy her own huge room and everyone else gets box rooms, like prison cells.
I will do that.
No.
She can have the top floor all to herself.
No.
Oh, mine Claire says who's getting the cupboard under the stairs.
Well, it won't be me.
Hi, Claire.
I mean, they are only getting box rooms, 4x4, that's all they're getting, the boys.
Okay.
And Sammy gets a better room.
Queen of the castle.
Shocking.
Queen. Wow, we were.
Well, we were.
Of course!
Yeah, okay, maybe I need to turn off some of the louder sound effects. I need like a chill out what do you call it, profile. But I don't have many chill sounds. It'll just be that, okay, let's go.
This is Sammy's suite over here.
Sammy's sweet.
That's shocking.
It's gonna sow dissent in the household, isn't it?
I can't have a tiny room. I'm claustrophobic. I'm claustrophobic outside in the world. Never mind. In a tiny room.
You've got full ocean. I can give you that to look out on. Or is that too scary as well?
No, I can. I said I can swim now, man. I'm not
Peanut
even joking.
fish.
Up until last year,
yeah,
I couldn't swim.
So did you roughly know in your head what you were supposed to do to swim, or did you have to like learn from scratch?
I roughly knew what I had to do, but I've always been like a bit scared of it because I almost drowned when I was younger.
Oh, hang on a sec. Paul says we have breaking news.
Well, where is it?
He hasn't said anything yet.
I should write a jingle for if we get breaking news on stream.
You should.
Yeah.
You should get into jingles just in general.
Yeah. Well, that's how Justin Hawkins Out the Darkness started, you know.
Okay, Nightbot's just delete. I thought Nightbot deleted Paul's message there. Jake, Sammy, and me have a special guest to announce on the 5th of May. Oh, I think that's it. I think I know what that one is. Spooky guest. From the 4th dimension. I think I can... I don't know, Paul, do you want to reveal who? You've got all the people whipped up into a frenzy. I just didn't want to blow up your spot if if I wasn't allowed to say anything. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Boo Brothers. We're gonna have ghost hunters on the podcast.
Oh, nice.
Ooh. Then they're gonna bring a real live ghost on them in a containment field.
Shit. Well, it's a good job I'm not on that episode because I'm already haunted.
I wonder if they can exercise the Sonic demon live on air.
Oh no, I hope they can't. Imagine like you play trickery on them and just get and comes out on the screen.
It'll be like we've seen this kind of possession before.
What colour wood screams luxury mansion to you guys?
Chris is like, "Oh, we're getting the 3 ghosts from Scooby Doo."
Luxury mansion.
Yeah. Dark wood or light wood?
I mean, I personally,
my experience as a guitar player, the darker the wood, the more expensive it is.
the more stained.
So, like, when you look at your likes,
that brown juice costs money.
Yeah.
Oh no, Ducky's saying lighter though, and she knows her Sims.
Well,
I thought lighter as well.
It's not her stream.
And I'm colorblind, so I don't get a vote.
Guitars are different, Adam. Well, you can say that all you want, but I'm speaking my truth, Ducky.
He wants to build the house out of guitars.
Okay.
So yeah, Paul's saying, so they're called the Boo Brothers, I believe. But yeah, Northern Ghost Hunters. And yeah, we met them at a convention. They were really nice.
Well, so Sarah Pizza said there, so Adam's saying the darker it is, the gooder it is. In certain things, whereas my favourite guitar wood for a neck is roasted maple. Which
sounds
is
tasty.
Like the guitar, bring it up to the camera.
Yeah, that does look toasty.
It's the flame on that.
Put on your 3D glasses now, everyone.
And Jake, I know it's really weird, but it's the wood smells nice.
Yeah.
It's like it smells sugary because it's roasted and it's like the maple, so it's like
syrupy.
Roasted all of the moisture out of it.
It helps your thumb stick to the back of it for those tricky solos.
It means you don't. It doesn't get like sticky.
Yeah.
But your hand stays where it's supposed to, which is good.
Yeah.
Oh, pardon me.
And someone's saying, well, they do ghost tours of 30 East Drive. I don't know what that is, but I'm assuming it's a haunted house. Chris says, what does your guitar taste like?
I've never licked it.
Well, me and Chris taste everything we own just to be sure, you know.
But not when you have anxiety about food, and I've never mind a non-food item going in my mouth. No, thank you.
Okay, gotcha. It's a very haunted house, says Chris. Okay, I'll have to do my research.
Miss House haunted.
I'm normally quite read up on haunted things and items of demonic presence. I don't know, I have lots of stupid encyclopedia books about monsters and things. Actually, I'm due another one that I kickstarted like years ago. Can't remember what it's called. Something Cryptid Society?
Well, I have first-hand stories about ghost stuff and that. I'll need to tell on a different...
Not the cozy stream. Even though I've already had noises happen. I mean, I suppose you could tell a ghost story. Some people find it cozy. I think this is going to be the stream to put people to sleep.
No, I mean, I would rather do it on one that was dedicated to that sort of thing.
Spookums. What are we
'Cause,
what are we gonna do for Halloween? Me and you weren't doing a podcast. Well, we might have just crossed over for Halloween, but me and you don't really care
no.
about the spookums, do we?
Oh man, they're saying I should tell a story now.
Tell us a story.
Right, well, I mean, this one isn't technically a ghost story, but it's very creepy. I was at my grand's house and I was about 8 years old, and I was story time with Giant Man. Story time with Giant
I've already got a story time redeemed. This one's a freebie.
Man. So yeah, I was sleeping at my grand's house because my mum and dad were away. So I was about 8 years old. And I was sleeping on the floor in my grand's bedroom because my brother was sleeping in the back bedroom. So I was sleeping on the floor. And years old and 7 foot tall. See, I get distracted by the chat.
I know. They're just embellishing the story, aren't they?
Do you know when you can feel someone like watching you?
You know, I don't, but I don't know if that's just because I'm like switched off to the spirit world. I don't know. How about you? Nah, did you?
No, I don't feel like that.
I can feel like stuff like that. I can judge a distance by like how far someone's standing away from us. I can feel how close they are to my skin, even if they're like 2 meters away. Yeah. And anyway, I felt like someone was watching me, so I'm like lying there, and I'm like, can't sleep. So I sat up, and bear in mind there was no one else in the bedroom because they hadn't come to bed yet. So I look to the left as I sit up because I'm like lying down the side of the bed, and there was someone in the bed who looked like my grandpa, but like really like much older.
Whoa.
And I was like, the fuck? And then like I lay back down. I lay back down, and then I sat back up, and it wasn't there. Right. So fast forward to 2011, when my grandma was really poorly and dying of the C word. I don't want to say it again. And that thing that I saw in the bed is what he looked like when he was on his deathbed.
Whoa.
I kind of have a spooky story like that. Similar, I guess. So when I was little, I always used to be terrified of werewolves.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to have a reoccurring nightmare. And I mean, like, every day for about a year and a half, the same nightmare where I would get chased up the street by werewolves in my nana's street, and I would hide in her house, and there was a baby. I didn't know who this baby was, and I had to save it every time. And then my mum and dad were like, "Oh, we're pregnant."
Oh.
So like it was me looking after that baby, and it was terrifying. I hated it.
That sounds awful. I have sort of a funnier version of a nightmare I would have like every night for about 6 years. You know Ghost Rider?
She might not. The skeleton man who's on fire.
But this is before I even knew who Ghost Rider was, of him, but he had a giant head.
Oh, that was probably off Batman Returns. You know, those giant skull guys who come out the Christmas tree.
And I would get chased down like this curvy country road that looked like it was off like Road Rash or something, you know, the bike game. And I would get down there, and he was on a motorbike, and I was like really far away, and like I was trying to run, and it was just like really slow, and he's just catching up, like laughing. And I'm like, no, and then I would like wake up. And I'm like, what the hell?
I think you need to look up the bike guys from Batman Returns, because it might have been exactly one of those and not quite Ghost Rider. I'm just gonna go check on Zeus and probably shut the door so moths don't get in, because it's getting dark.
But is he alright?
Of course, but
is he crying?
No, I just don't want moths to get in. Because then
so you weren't checking on Zeus, you just wanted the moths not to get in.
Well, I will check on him, because then Euphoria will cry if the moths get in.
to cry. There's been many a meltdown in this house when moths have been around, and
Oh God,
Jake's not been able to get them.
I'd imagine. Yeah. Where I live, crazy big.
Oh, really horrible. Like, because we back out onto farmers' fields. Oh, it's not good.
No. Well, I grew up next to like a farmer's field back when I lived in Ryop, and you should have seen the size of the spiders we used to get. Oh.
Not good.
Like one of them basically decided it was living in my shed. And that we weren't getting rid of it, and like my dad named it and everything, and it was huge. And it lived, I can't remember how long it lived for, but it was much longer than I thought spiders would live for.
Treats for dogs.
Oh, Zeus.
Hey, Zeusy, come on.
I've got double Zeus view. So I can see the front of on the
He's
back.
eating it up the table. Come on, son.
Head of the table.
Oh.
He took it.
They write them off.
Oh, there better not be any. Ugh, dog drool. Why was he dribbling that much? Another one we couldn't pick it up.
Salivate.
I love how everyone in the chat's like Zeus, and he just buggered off immediately, like as soon as he got his food.
The Twitch dog. I'm trying to think. I mean, I've got other ghosty stories that involve Cherry Noel.
No, Paul loves to talk about Cherry Noel repeatedly on all the podcasts.
We lived like me and Paul lived like extremely close to Cherry Noel.
Did you ever go in together, as far as you remember?
No. But what me and my friends used to do, you remember like Shane and Mark Allen and stuff, yeah? And you were, I don't know whether you remember him, Ben? He's in my year at school.
Possibly.
Ben Bell, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he had a camcorder, right?
Oh, nice.
So we went on like a ghost hunt up there, and I mean, I probably shouldn't be admitting this like live on stream, but we basically broke into Cherry Noel.
Yeah.
We peeled back all the boards that were nailed up over the doors and that, and went in. It was really interesting, but also scary. Like it was like beds that were like looked as if someone had just getting out of them.
Yeah, it's like
and
totally
stuff like
abandoned.
That. Yeah, and like wheelchairs with like ankle clamps on them.
Yeah,
so
for the
like,
was it for the criminally insane or like just?
Well, it depends. I think it was just people who were really, really like insane, or like they'd gone way too far with their mental health, and it just like totally took over their life. And yeah, it looked like something like, you know, when like you see like an asylum on like a TV show.
Yeah, like a stereotypical like haunted asylum.
Yeah, it's like it sort of looked like that, and like I mean, for a couple of times I went in, like thought nothing of it, and like there was nothing really bad going on, but we just felt like really uneasy, sort of thing. And we'll look back at some of the footage, and I know like it's not. It's one of those things where, like, you know, when you're like, I don't really believe in that sort of stuff, but like, I know orbs. I know Beth knows about orbs, and she talks about them quite frequently. But on a lot of the footage and the photos we took, there was nothing there when we took the photo, but there was like very clear, like, looked as if there's been like printed on afterwards.
Yeah, like photos. It didn't look like it was part of the image technically.
Yeah. And so yeah, we were like, oh, that feels really weird. So we kept going back, and there was because we used to play football up there as well, because there was a football pitch in front of it.
Yeah.
So we used to like make use of that while we did our investigating. But we went to. There looked like a house that was like maybe like the warden's house. That's like just in front, and it's like massive. So we went in there, and it was really weird. It looked as if like he'd just like upped and left, like with no warning.
Yeah.
There was like a coffee cup on the bench still with like coffee that had like sort of just like melted into itself because it had been there that long.
Yeah.
And like clothes still in the cupboards and stuff.
You went through his unmentionables, did you?
Yeah. So we were like, oh, that's weird. So then the week after that is when the scary thing happened. We were up there on a night time. It was hoying it down with rain. We were like looking round the back of like there's like a massive like driveway that goes up behind it.
Yeah.
And so I'm standing at the end, and there's like a sort of like, you know, there's like a barrier where like you can push it open, like what trucks and that get through.
Mm-hmm.
There's one of them, and I'm standing leaning on that, and I just glanced up. I don't know why. And Shane and all them are just like about 10 meters that way, and I'm just like, oh. So I look up, and I'm looking closely, and I'm like, who's that? And there was just this guy standing there, like,
Wow.
but he was like bigger than what I am now, big.
Like up in a window,
like,
sorry, or just like up further up on the grass?
On the ground, like about 30-40 meters ahead of me.
Yeah, so maybe like past all your friends, so you were like,
yeah,
oh, crap.
they were left of me, and this was like straight ahead. So I was like, hey guys, come and look at this. I'm shouting. I'm like, oh mate, you all right? Just standing, like, but it was just I couldn't see like any. And it was just all black, and like, because I'm like, I know it was dark, but like I couldn't see any features, any what clothes they were wearing or anything, and they're just like standing still and they shout, and then it just walks off to the side, around the other side at the back, and I was like,
did you all run?
I was like, oh shit, right. So I was like, right, I'll go around the front with them. So we stood a bit further back and we were taking photos of the front, and then we noticed there was a figure walking about in one of the rooms upstairs.
Yeah, what, in the photos or the video?
The photos, the video, and with our own eyes. So I was like, oh shit. And then we were trying to like find which room it was in. And then we're like, oh, we should go in and have a look. I'm like, if you think I'm going in there when I've just seen what I've seen and feeling the way I do about it. But you know, like how say like about when I'm like I get anxiety about stuff now. Yeah. I felt that instantly. And I was like, something's not right here, something's not right. And then we heard like a massive like crash and bang inside. So I was obviously up a height anyway, so I just got on my bike, and I've never rode home as fast as I did there. And I was that shaky, and like of what I'd like. I know it doesn't sound that scary when I'm telling it, but when you were there, it was like, oh
yeah. Like, and you can't exactly get away fast either because you're like in the middle of nowhere, sort of thing.
Yeah, and I was shaking that much to get back in the house, like with the back gate for the padlock to put my bike back in, and I was like shaking. I snapped the key off into the padlock, and I was like, shit!
Like a horror movie.
Aye. So I was adamant that this thing was like following us.
Yeah.
Like, and whenever I went back afterwards and close to the building, there was like something wasn't allowing me to go within, like,
a
certain radius of it.
I think that's your your brain making a right decision.
Yeah, but all them guys would still go. What, like one night?
Oh, I just want to say hello to Smiler 69999.
Hello.
And they're saying looks amazing.
It does.
Euphoria, so well done.
One night, Shane, Mark, and Ben, and I think someone else, they stopped inside. like stayed over.
Like camped in there, or just
there was like there was a chapel there.
Aye.
and they basically they were thinking about doing like a homemade Ouija board and stuff like that. And I was like, I'm a fuck doing that. No.
You could get like the worst part about it is like fair enough, yeah, like do sort of ghost things at abandoned places, like that's all well and good, whether you believe in ghosts or not. But that was scary. But so you literally could run into another human or another group of people. Like something bad could happen if you stay in an abandoned place overnight without like security or any kind of way to protect yourselves.
Mind, we did do something horrible up there. Like not like horrible as in like we're gonna go to prison for it, but like there was a security guard who worked up there.
Oh yeah.
He was an older fella. And we absolutely had his life. Like, I feel so bad for him. I'm pretty sure he retired. Like, was one night it was snowing, like it was proper blizzard with snow, and he was sitting in his little hut.
Yeah.
And we put like loads of big coats and that and got wrapped up, and we like were lying in the snow, like hiding from him, and like throwing snowballs at the window, and he was like proper crapping himself, and then we were like hiding back down. So it was like we were like proper like stealth mission.
You would have got shot like, if you were in America.
Oh no, that's the thing. I was thinking that, like shit. But, and yeah, we would just like shout stuff at him. No nasty. Just like used to do the croc call of South Park.
You know what? South Park's got a lot of answer for, I think, with our attitudes back then. Because yeah, that is something the South Park boys would have done in an episode.
Chris's good thing an acorn didn't fall on the roof.
Yeah, you would have got blasted.
I know, I can't believe that. Saw that video. It's crazy, man. He's get like shots fired. Get like it's a fucking acorn.
A small noise next to his car.
Yeah, that's the thing, Paul. We didn't respect his authority.
Aye,
so
exactly.
I wasn't a bad lad. I was like, we're just trying to have a laugh. But then you realise afterwards, you're like, that might have been really like anxiety inducing for that old fella.
Or just really annoying.
Aye.
I don't know,
just trying to watch my programs, man.
Night Watchman's like a really weird job concept to me. I don't think it's anything I'd want to ever do.
No,
because I think I would just let the scary thoughts get the better of me. You know, like if you were just sat in a silent building all night.
Can't sleep, clown, leave me. No.
Yeah, I suppose that's probably why I haven't seen any ghosts or anything in my entire life, because I don't really put myself in weird, scary situations very often.
Oh,
yeah, Chris says Old Man Jenkins has PTSD now.
Well, I'm sure he does. Well, I don't know. I think he the age he was when we were doing all that. What year was that?
Ducky says, I gotta run and stop being antisocial, but I'll try and pop in later. Great work, Nat. Such talent.
Hey. So when we were doing that must have been about 2003.
Yeah.
So he looked quite old then. I mean, Chrissy may be even dead now. I don't know.
Oh, he's gonna haunt you and bother you at night.
Maybe that's what it is. I haven't got anxiety. It's just a ghost.
Don't get into this line of thinking.
I'm haunted.
There's legit people who believe this about the children. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
See, I was just joking.
Oh, I know you were. Slippery slope and all that. Chris is saying that was before you could just watch YouTube on your phone as well, so it must have been really boring for him.
Phones were just for Snake texting and phone calls back then.
Yeah. Damn, Snake. There's never been a better controller for Snake than that specific Nokia. It doesn't work on like a D-pad. Like it's just not the same.
Nah. Oh, there's also another one, like a little ghostly thing I had happening in my old house where I grew up. I'm pretty sure this was like a haunted house. Things would happen all the time.
Yeah.
It was usually like during the night.
They like to
My
come out at
bedroom-
night, mostly.
Mostly. My bedroom was like, so say, like here, and then the stairs were just to the side of it. So as soon as you come out my door, the top of the stairs was there, like to go straight down.
Yeah.
And it was usually about like 1:30, 2:00 in the morning. I'd sit like all upright and you'd be like proper. And I used to get really bad night terrors, even up until a certain, like, even when I was in my teens, like really bad.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, thought nothing of it. And this happened loads of times that, like, I can't even remember how many times, but like, I would hear someone walking up the stairs, and my mum and dad's bedroom doors closed.
Yeah.
My brother's asleep. There's no one else lived in the house apart from me, my mum, my dad, my brother. And I'm the only one awake, and I'm like, could hear like the footsteps getting close at the top of the stairs. And there was this one creaky floorboard on the top of the landing. And I just heard it like stop there as it put whatever it was, put the foot on the creaky floorboard. And I would jump out of bed and have a look. There's fuck all there.
Yeah. You hear
And
that
it would
quite.
get-
Yeah, I was gonna say you hear
Yeah.
that quite often. Like, not saying that everyone's making it up, but it seems to be like a recurring sort of story where it's like you hear the specific creaky stair, then like that's what tips you off that it's like maybe not just in your head. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because you're like,
it
oh well,
had
there's
the exact creak.
there's like evidence that it's not just like a repeated like sound in my head or whatever.
Because then what happened not long after that, when I heard the creaky floorboard, because it would never get to the creaky one, and I was asleep, and then obviously I was still having problems with the night terrors and stuff, and I had a dream about the thing walking up the stairs, whatever it was, but then this time it showed itself in my dream and started pulling me out the bed by my legs at the bottom. But I woke up.
Another one. You've got anxiety.
I woke up halfway off the bottom of the bed.
No, I hate that.
Yeah. And I was like, fuck.
Paul says, was
I
it not
didn't know-
Graham?
I didn't know who Graham was then.
See, Beth, that all sounds terrifying. What you're saying, like,
Man is still in the
Grandad, if
house.
you're listening, don't visit me in the middle of the night. Just leave
We
me
hear
alone.
and even smell a broth. Oh wow, that's yeah.
Let
Ooh.
that go out to all my family members. Just leave me alone. Ghosts.
Jake should be raw and living. Graham knows where the creaky floorboards are. He would have known. He wouldn't have got caught.
I was thinking that the other day, about how like we would have been really good friends with Graham if we'd known him, like when we were
Yeah, I
growing up
know.
and stuff.
Exactly.
Same with most of the Nerdy Up North crew, to be honest. Like, it's
Yeah.
not fair, but it's better that we found them at all than never. So
Yes.
you can't feel
that is
too
true.
bad.
I mean,
Why do they always
Yeah.
come at night? Says little Chris.
because it's
Ghouls.
obviously ghosts and ghouls.
You're always talking about
Um,
ghouls, Adam.
I know the man's a ghoul.
Well, actually, speaking of, I have been checking out the new Fallout show
Yes. What do you think?
a little bit more. No, yeah, I'm starting to like it. I think
Good.
I think I just watched episode 3.
Mhm.
'Cause I suppose the first episode's kind of a lot of setup. But then
Yeah. it
from the
is.
second one onwards, they start to get a bit cleverer with like the storytelling.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Because I really liked how they were doing those little flashbacks to like the ghoul back
Mhm.
when he was a regular human. And I liked how that all
Cooper
tied
Howard.
together, like at the end of
Yeah.
that episode. I'll not like
Mhm.
spoil it and stuff for people, but because like yeah, like everyone had been telling me it was amazing, but I was like, but why? So I had to find out on my own. But
Yes. Well, I'm glad you're giving it the chance because I absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
And I was wanting you to like it because I was talking to Hannah about it, and I was like, Jake doesn't like Fallout.
I think like
And she was like, he's allowed to not like it, and I'm like, but it no.
I think that's the thing. Like, it was at first I wasn't that into it. It was mainly because they kept on doing the whole like, you know, 1940s 50s music montage things over and over again. I'm like, okay, I get it.
Shot and like hit and stuff.
Yeah, it's like I've played Fallout before. I get it. But I had to like remind myself, like, this is a TV show that is also for people who've never played Fallout. And they need to have that Fallout experience with all of the cliches that I'm technically bored of some of them, but you know, it's not every second is for me.
Well,
but no, I like it.
It's sort of like the Last of Us TV show as well, wasn't it? Because like people who hadn't played the game could still watch that.
Yeah, and I didn't really want to watch that because it was quite depressing in vibes, and I was kind of like, okay, my game experience with The Last of Us was so good, like I don't need another retelling.
Oh, so you didn't watch it?
I watched like one episode, I think, one or two. I think I was just in a headspace where I was like, I can't watch like a full on depressing show, you know, like with horrors every few moments.
Yeah.
But like Fallout's funny, so even though it has some gore and weird stuff, it's also telling jokes.
Tell you what, whoever designed the sets and stuff is a genius, like.
Yeah.
Because it just looks exactly like the vaults and everything, doesn't it? It's crazy.
Yeah. I wonder if that's a commentary on where they filmed it. Like, oh, it looks like a nuclear wasteland here in Georgia or something.
Yeah.
They're always filmed in Georgia, aren't they?
But yeah, it's funny because like I'm like a Fallout nerd as well.
He's
a nut. I was trying to work out like where I could work out where in the world it was, and then I was like, well, judging by the way the scenery looks, and so that's over there and this is there, I think it's near New Vegas, and I was fucking right, wasn't I?
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
And Hannah was like, how did you know that? And I was like, when you've spent as many hours on the games as I have, you just know these things. Like,
but like, what did you think about the New Vegas stuff? Because I've heard some people were mad about it because they basically insinuate that the New Californian Republic like failed, and that's a lot of people's favorite faction from like New Vegas.
Well, and big whoop, like,
yeah. So you didn't feel like put out or be like, oh, that's sad.
No, but what you find out is interesting.
Yeah,
and it makes a lot of sense.
Okay,
judging by their behavior, past and present.
Well, that's the thing. Like, you can't really tell online if people have actually seen it or if they're just reacting to a screenshot that they saw. Because the internet's funny like that.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, I don't care. I thought it was cool the way they said about the NCR. I thought it was cool, and like anything to do with Fallout, like I love anyway. But
yeah. You should see how good New Vegas looks with those mods that I installed.
Oh, I still have to do that. Yeah, you told us about it.
It loads like instantly as well when you go through doors and stuff like that. So it's like, yeah. So not only do the mods like make it look nicer, they also make the game run nicer, like by fixing some issues in the code and stuff that like stopped things loading or slowed parts down.
Right.
But yeah, if anyone wants to go on the ride, it's the Viva New Vegas is the website, and it's just a giant mod list. And I spent basically all of Saturday doing it, and then played the game for like half an hour. Like I said,
I know you were so like quiet on Saturday with like messages and stuff, and it was just like I've spent like 6 hours just putting mods on.
I didn't want to do it wrong because like if you mess up the order or install it wrong, then you kind of have to go back and start again.
My Fallout 4 with all the mods on is a fucking train wreck. It's class, but
I think have you heard the next gen update's coming out like tomorrow for it or something? It's gonna be like a 4K patch sort of thing. so it might be time for you to jump back in as well.
Ooh.
I think that just comes out for everyone. Like it's just going to be a update.
Oh, that's cool. Let's check that out.
And Chris is saying, did you see the Fallout London creators were interviewed by the BBC crying because Bethesda didn't give them a heads up? I don't know what Fallout London is. So no, I didn't see that.
Oh.
Architecture Up North says Goodwill.
No, nobody's died yet, Goodwill.
All the characters are frozen on the beach and they're not doing anything.
Over there.
Sim Goodwill's got a bad back and suffering from laryngitis, so he won't be saying anything or doing anything. That might have to be a clip.
What do I think Graham's saying to me and Paul there?
I think they were making toilet jokes before.
They were, because Lee had a personality trait pop up, didn't it, when we first started? It was like, Lee likes potty humour. We were like, yeah.
It's already accurate.
I don't know, I don't look a bit scared.
He's probably said something about me crotch, I don't know.
Imagine the jokes on an island.
Oh.
Then Goodwill saying, Grand Designs? Nah, mate, we're from the north. Canny Designs.
Canny Designs.
Fallout London's a fan-made Fallout set in London that was due to be released soon, but it's delayed because the new update will make all mods incompatible. That makes a lot of sense, and yes, that does suck. That I didn't say anything. Because yeah, I would have assumed this patch thing would have been announced a while ago. You know, like, a next-gen patch is coming. Yeah, it's pretty mean when they know that people spend their entire lives making mods.
Oh yeah.
Would you try
when
that?
The mod is better than the game at some points, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, is that something you'd be interested in trying, like a full-on London mod for Fallout 4? Like that totally changed everything.
I don't know.
Sometimes they do like voice acting, because I've seen them for Skyrim where they'll be like, "Oh, this is just this fan-made entirely new island with new quests and stuff."
Yeah.
I've never tried it. And when I was doing Fallout New Vegas mods, there was something, A Tale of Two Wastelands, I think it kept on mentioning, because people had like updated their like fixes so that it would work with A Tale of Two Wastelands. So I don't know if that's like the 3 and 4 mixed together or something, or a whole new game. I could look it up, actually.
There's a mission on Fallout 4 that a mod made, and it's the one where you find this vault that doesn't exist in the game.
Yeah.
And you've got to go down like underground to this vault, and like you can explore most of this vault. I can't remember the name of the mission, but it's really cool. You've got to go and try and find I think it's like a woman who lived in this vault, but what you've got to do is there's like a time machine inside of the vault, and you've got to go back in time to like find out exactly where she's going to be at that moment in time.
Yeah.
It's fucking creepy, like it's weird.
Okay, so from what I can understand, the Tale of Two Wastelands mod is a total conversion project which seamlessly merges Fallout 3 and its DLC into Fallout New Vegas, allowing both games to be played in a single playthrough, and upgrades Fallout 3's mechanics to the New Vegas ones while balancing both games to feel like it's like a full one playthrough. But that's pretty cool. I don't know how it would work with like, so you are like the Vault Dweller and the Courier? I don't know if it's like, I don't know if that's like, they would say that happens to the Vault Dweller afterwards, you know? Like, he becomes, or they become the Courier, and then Chandler Bing shoots them in the head.
Chandler Bong.
Yeah. On Goodwill saying, Fallout London had the blessings of Bethesda too, but the next gen update ruined the mod being released on time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I never heard about it. That does suck, but it's probably just like some studio people not talking to others. Like the community manager probably didn't, like someone didn't pass the message along about the maybe giving the modders a head up. But then also they can't really release game information.
Yeah.
I don't know. They could probably tell people the next gen patch is coming. That's not really. Yeah. Yeah, Goodwill saying the next gen patch will ruin 90% of the mods. Yep. That's why I think New Vegas is safe to mod. I'm just gonna ignore that Paul jump scare. It's like New Vegas is fairly safe because I don't think they would ever push a patch out for that, because they would have to like Obsidian would have to do it, and Bethesda hates them at the moment.
Well, and it's most people's favorite Fallout game out of all of them, isn't it? So
yeah, I think there's a good case for it just being called the best, like, because when you think about it, like, it's way more of an open-ended RPG. Like Fallout 4 is like, you have to be this character who has a baby, which is cool in its own way.
The only thing that's given in New Vegas is that you got shot in the head at the beginning.
Yeah, which is arguably like a good thing, because it's like a fresh start. Like, and you can role play in your own head. Like, I have amnesia. Nothing happened. I don't know anything that happened before this. And also, like, just the quests are like set out really nicely when you start. How it gives you like a chance to try everything within Goodsprings. Like, that's what I noticed this time playing it. It was like, oh, I'm getting this quest, and here's the combat quest. Now I'm being taught how to cook. Then I go back and have to do some speech checks, and go to this guy who has an explosives check, this guy who has a barter check, and then there's a mission to go pick a lock. And it's like, it's seamlessly showing you like all of the different gaming mechanics and how, like, possible ways that you might want to solve problems in the future. And it's just like, I don't know why that didn't click for me the first time I played it. Like, it's literally a perfect intro to like an RPG.
We're talking about Fallout and we're looking at The Sims. My brain was just why don't they bring a Fallout pack out for The Sims? Where you can make vaults.
To be honest, EA and Microsoft have a decent relationship right now.
Yeah.
But then they would be like, no, you have to build things in Fallout 4. To be honest, there might be a PC mod that makes the building like this.
Yeah. Well, have you seen recently, I think it was in the last couple of days, that Fallout 76 had 1 million players in one day?
Yeah.
Like new players.
Now, I don't trust those people who say 76 is good.
See, I haven't played it for a long time, and I'm just like, I was enjoying it at first, and then it just got too grindy, like, and I'm just like,
yeah. It's a survival game first, and a Fallout game second. Some people love those things, but I kind of like Paul's literally just saying the Sims is so much better than Minecraft.
Mm-hmm.
And like the Minecraft is there's not enough direction or anything, and I just kind of like fizzle out after like playing it for a few hours.
Yeah, true.
Euphoria loves it though, don't you?
What, Minecraft? Yeah, I do.
See, Ruben still bashes Minecraft like he loves it.
Yeah. Oh no, Chris is one of those 76 sympathizers. Get his ass out of here.
Yeah. What was I going to say?
Maybe about
thinking
Minecraft.
Of the house.
Oh, no,
the house that's getting built. Is there going to be like a games room as such?
Oh yeah. Originally I thought, oh well, Paul's going to put us all to work, so we'll need a streaming setup.
Oh yeah, because you can be streamers in the Sims.
Oh, nice.
You can work from home. Because we can't get off the island. The island.
My hair island.
Can I be a painter and I'll paint the horrible things that the Sims are getting up to?
You want to be, yeah.
I think that's really funny because you can paint like the real things that are happening in the game onto like canvases. So if you like, if you caught like Graham doing something really stupid looking, you could like quickly get a snapshot of it and paint it and hang it on the wall.
Well, oh God, excuse me.
Oh, Paul
So
said there's
obviously
more
we've
episodes of Moonshiners.
Oh Jesus. So obviously we've got our own little rooms. I'm gonna well, you're obviously gonna do it because like you know that I'm obsessed with like guitars and stuff. I'll have to have a guitar in my little stream and setup room.
Will you
Yeah,
feel?
that's fine.
Will it make you like sick to your stomach though when your Sims learning how to play the guitar and playing it wrong? Because
Yes.
have you heard what it sounds like when the Sims like start playing the instruments?
Yes.
You were
And
like,
actually, when I was playing the other week, like after
Yeah.
you had done the stream,
yeah.
I was like learning how to play guitar on it, and then I got so annoyed by the sound, I just picked up my actual guitar and played over the top of it, so I couldn't hear it.
Them island boys. Yep. That really shows how
Island
times
boys
have
and
changed, doesn't it? Like as far as like wrestling, where like in the early 2000s you had like Undertaker being like "Them Island Boys" to like Rikishi and Haku,
Yeah.
and then now they're like the top guys, and their sort of heritage is very respected.
Yes.
And they don't make fun of it like that anymore.
Yeah. True. Yeah, you think about it, like I mean, wrestling's always been a little bit toxic, hasn't it?
Oh yeah, and racist a lot
Yeah.
for gimmick's sake.
Yeah.
But it's taught us a lot over the years about what
Yes,
not
it
to do.
Yeah.
I do like this house, but it is looking a bit like brutal at the moment, like concrete and stuff like that.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It'll get there. Change
Yeah, it gets.
eventually.
Yeah, I suppose. Do you need like a blank canvas to look at while you're making like the floor plan? You don't want anything distracting you. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's exactly how I would do it as well. So
I just like improvise build when I'm in games like this. Like when I'm in Minecraft, I'm just like, I'll build a rectangle, and then I'll be like, stairs over here. Oh look, I'll put a room up here. I've never actually played The Sims 4, or maybe any Sims, but I've watched a lot of Sims.
yeah.
I don't know the shortcuts, or where anything is in the menus, I suppose.
See, I didn't play Sims 3. I was the massive Sims 1 and 2 player, like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just never had a PC that could play games until I was an adult. So I missed all of the weird 90s, 2000s stuff.
Well, yeah, to be fair, I didn't. I just played around my friend's house.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the only place I played stuff, like around my mates. My mate who had Tekken 2, actually. Because I never owned that either.
On the Tekken. Oh, mind, I listened to our Tekken episode today.
Yeah.
While I did the school run that this morning. Oh, it's so good.
I had a quick check of it. I think the detect silence robot was a little heavy on the editing. I'll see if I can dial them back a little bit.
Well, no, I mean, I listened to all of it and I didn't notice anything that made us go like, oh, that shouldn't have been like that. So, I mean,
there was
the sound quality was fantastic as well.
Oh, yeah, it sounded nice. But there was a couple of times it cut a word out that we must have said too quiet and sort of...
Well, see, I don't know about you. This is another weird Adam Brain thing. This week on Adam's weird
on the Mind
thing,
Freak update.
I can remember everything I said in that podcast.
So does it smooth it over for you? Like your brain's just filling in the gaps.
Yeah, so I know exactly everything I said at all times. I know when my next sentence is coming up.
Yeah.
God, I'm so fucking autistic.
Chris is also saying about things that used to be on TV. Mr. Popo from Dragon Ball. I don't know if he does show up in new Dragon Ball stuff. I think they might have just left that one in the past. In Japan, you could probably still get away with it though. Although they
Yeah.
did change the color of the Pokemon Jinx, who had a similar look. They did change her purple instead of like, you know, a black face with
Instead
with
of,
big-
like.
with big red lips and stuff, you know.
Mhm.
Whose room should we do first?
Hmm.
Well, do you know from like what items you have available, like what might be a good? Should we do the Adam room?
The Adam room. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
With the guitar.
Get on with stuff.
Have you got the electric guitar that you had to like sign up your email to get?
Oh, but the skull one? No, I don't think I do, sadly.
No, because it
Oh.
glitched out and it was like impossible to get. It was like, oh, verify your email on like EA Origin, and it just didn't do anything. I don't know anyone who's got it.
So you have, I'll get the options out for guitars.
Oh,
This one.
that's nice.
Whoa.
Fancy a version of it.
Ooh.
Oh, wait a second. They're not different guitars.
It was the same skull, yeah.
It's the same guitar, yeah. It's like,
Grandpa's guitars.
What are those wooden things? Chairs?
Grandpa's guitars.
They're acoustic
There's
instruments.
a bunny one. I think that might be it.
Well, I think I'm gonna have to go for the black one.
Yeah.
Oh, can I not convince you to have a pink bunny? Can I have a black bunny?
Oh, we'll do actually black bunny.
Okay.
I
We'll
know the
base
black
your
skull
entire
one's more
room
my.
around
Yeah, I know the black skull one's more my thing in real life, but the black bunny one's cool.
You can have more than one guitar.
Yes, I
If-
I do
if
have
there's
more than
room
one
in
guitar,
your-
as you can see.
In the tiny room
black
you're
one.
in, if there's room for two guitars.
I think Adam would prioritize guitars over anything else.
Over furniture.
Yeah.
This is what the ideal male living space looks like.
Optimal.
Yeah. Chris wanted us to do Paul's sex pit first.
Well, we're not. We're not, alright. Anyway, it's good. Willow's got the sex dungeon, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't want to think about it.
They've taken
The love bed.
the love bed out,
Oh,
sadly.
Really?
Yeah. So that hasn't been in it since 1, but they kind of like alluded to it in a pack recently. So it's like you can have it as clutter, like all taken apart, but you can't have a vibrating bed anymore. Sadly.
ah. So,
What's your favourite colour, Adam?
purple. Like a Cadbury's purple.
Okay. I know what purple you mean.
Count Chocula. Sorry, I just saw the vampire teeth on everything. I know it's just because it's from the vampire pack.
Yes, Chris, Metalocalypse reference on Nerdy Up North stream. Me and Jake reference it quite frequently, actually.
Oh yeah. I thought, did we say something else, or was it just the grandpa's guitar thing?
I think it was just the grandpa's guitars thing, but
Actually, Chris, I have this to hand.
yes.
The Death Album tab book.
Oh, nice.
I'm trying to sell it on eBay. Oh, the DVD.
See,
dropped out.
I had the third one, that, the Death Album 3 tab book.
If it doesn't
Well,
sell, I'll just give it to you.
Yeah, I knew all the songs out of Death Album 3 anyway, so they got
Yeah.
stored in my brain, and so I just sold the tab book.
Yeah, I haven't had any takers like on the tab book.
I'll give you some beans for it.
I was gonna say, unless there's any like guitar groups, I could get you to share it in. I don't know.
It probably is.
I can't imagine it's much value to you either, because you probably know all those songs.
Well, yeah, is it the first album?
Yeah.
Um,
Also, it does have the DVD in it though, and one of the videos Brendan showing you how to play the death theme. And then the second video on the DVD is just like Squizgar showing you how to play the Duncan Hills Coffee one. So he's like, it's like the thing where it's like this masterclass thing.
Yeah, that's great. Is it an autistic thing where the favourite colour is purple because mine is also purple? That's what Beth says.
Prince fans, that's what you are.
No, I don't know what it is. There's something about the colour. It's about doing the logo for me YouTube channel like on the weekend, and she was like, "Well, why have you made everything purple?" to Lee? And he was like, "Because if you look at his profile, everything is purple." So he just took it as that. I don't know whether it's an autistic thing, but the purple just does something nice to my brain.
It is a nice colour, I would agree.
Yeah.
I'm more of a like pastel purple, rather than Cadbury purple.
Yeah. Well, you see that purple that you're making my room on here now? That's the colour of our front room in the house.
Okay.
But yeah, Chris, did you not notice that our Ramblecast like theme basically is like the Death Clock theme?
Yeah, I unintentionally made a death. Everything you'll find most things that I write, unless I've been given a specific brief, sound like Death Clock.
Yeah. And like we even did like this. We even did the stupid voice saying our names and stuff like that. That was me.
I know, like, but the thing is, I didn't know what it sounded like until you sent back with the vocal on. And I was like,
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I always surprise you with stuff like that.
Oh, furniture time.
Or flooring time.
I can't use the flooring yet, because I just... No.
Don't ruin a floor.
A double bed?
I need what will give us the most space for a streaming setup.
Or can you give him a single bed, but can you like size it up so it's like giant?
Well, I'm not a giant on the game, so I don't think it'll matter.
Yeah, we've
all been. Give me a bunk bed.
I fell off a bunk bed when I was younger and nearly snapped my neck.
Adam can't climb up higher than one step, otherwise he gets crammed in the ceiling. Help!
Help me!
Not allowed step ladders. Colors have zero effect on me whatsoever.
Yeah, because you're colorblind.
I just wander around the world, not paying attention to any of
them. Why is my food grey? Everything's grey. Everything's grey.
I just don't need. It's just extra information that just doesn't process into my brain.
See, this is the problem, Jake, with being a person with autism
bed's
and
in the wall. The bed's in the wall.
I know the bed's in the wall, but my brain already takes everything and processes it all at the same time. So you could like just walk into a shop being weird or whatever. I'll take that in while also be like, oh, there's loads of like bright lights and noises, and then I'm like, and then it's just overwhelming.
Maybe that's why I'm so chilled out, because I don't have colours to worry about on top of everything else.
Maybe, because I had to wear sunglasses to do the school run this afternoon, even though it wasn't that sunny, because for some reason, the light today, I was like, I can't do this. I can't. Oh, and I've got a new anxiety symptom unlocked because I'm starting to feel a bit better about things and stuff. So my brain's trying to make us think I'm dying all the time again. Have you ever had morphine before?
Yes.
You know that cold feeling you get running through your body?
Yeah.
I got that while I was...
I get that when I'm anxious as well.
Yeah, that's the first time I've ever felt it.
It's horrible.
And I was sitting on the bus and I was just looking at my phone and I was like... It felt like loads of cold water just like flushed through my veins. I was just like...
Yeah, like I can feel it going from my head all the way down my body. Mm-hmm. Like I can feel it going through it and cold. It's weird.
Yeah, but because that's the first time I'd felt it, all the other anxiety symptoms kicked in at once. So I was like, shit. So I'm shattered now because my body's been in fight or flight constantly for about 6 hours now. So this is nice. This is good.
Get him a smelly gamer chair.
No, I want a non-smelly one.
They're all smelly.
You know what? Special thanks to KK Slider for providing the tunes. I know Chris is like asking this just as a normal question, like saying, "Have you tried those colorblind glasses?" But like the way I read it in my head first was like the like, "Have you tried not being a mutant?" Like voice, you know, like have you tried not being colorblind?
Yeah.
No, Chris, those are about 120 quid or something ridiculous like that. And apparently the dim the light a bit anyway. I don't know, there might have been like advancements, but I kind of don't care. Like I really don't care about colors. I don't know what I would do if I did see more of them.
Colors are magical.
Purple. Yeah, everyone says rainbows are magical, but they just look like two colors to me. That old yellow and blue streak in the sky.
Yellow and brown. Oh, lovely. I'm colorblind with certain colors.
This coming up, I think.
I have trouble distinguishing between dark colors and black. Just any dark, it's like a dark blue, a dark green.
Yeah.
I can't tell the difference.
I think it's just because you're a boy. I'm sure there's science saying that boys are find colours more difficult than girls do.
Yeah, it's very rare for a girl to be colorblind, apparently.
Yeah, well, weird. I think that's why I like purple so much, because you can't get it mixed up with any other colour.
I can.
All right. That's the Barnsley in you. I don't know how that's a thing, but
no, it was my Sunderland granddad who was colorblind.
All right.
Oh, Chris says he just wants a video of me staring at a rose and crying. See that? I think those guys are fakers, the ones who get the glasses and they're like, look at this fence.
It's brown. Yeah, it's always been brown. Had some Ron seal on it. But no, Jake. If I remember rightly, when you got your first car, you had that little Peugeot thing or Citroen thing, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I think I saw one of those the other day and pointed it out to Nap, just being like, "There's my first ever car parked next to my current car."
Yeah. Did you, if I remember rightly, did you not know what shade of red the car was because of your colour blindness?
I mean, it looked like friggin' stock red, like, you know, American red, apple red.
Yeah.
To me. But then this new car confused my parents because they're like, "Is it silver?" I was like, "It's blue." And they were like, "No, I think it's silver." then when I loaded the registration in, like on the logbook, it was like, it says it's blue. So I win.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a bluey silver. I can see why they thought it was silver.
It just looks full on blue to me.
Oh, interesting.
Shade blind.
We're going to have a whole episode of the podcast where I ask you what colour you think something is.
That's the thing, I can't just make it up though. Like if you say if you pointed to like a plant and said what color it is, I would have like no idea because it's like too many like subtle shades going on at the same time. So I'd be like, I don't know, green or brown. Pass.
That's interesting.
Like I wouldn't be able to pick it out.
Yeah, well I might have to do that with you to see like what answers you come up with, because I'm very fascinated by it.
Being experimented on.
Beth saying she just did some research and apparently having purple as a favourite colour makes you neurodivergent, so it must be an autistic characteristic.
That was some quick research. Has it been peer reviewed? Chris says, I want one of them to look at the partner and be like, "You're white." Skin tone is a tricky one because I just have to like assign everyone like a color, and then I can't really tell if people are blushing or if they're red for any reason, unless it's like really red and I stare at it like intently. So it's like
stare at them being lathered.
So yeah, so I could never like notice if anyone like looks like, you know, red hot or anything, or
so if someone's angry at you and they're like proper like busting the blood vessel, you seem tense.
We'd have to pick it up with the other tells for that one. That's the thing. I'm very
around the throat.
I'm very perceptive about other stuff, but I think it's probably just because I have to like overcompensate to get through life. Like I notice plenty of other stuff, and I can like cook food. I can tell when it's cooked and stuff like that. Oh, I think Adam broke there for me.
Oh, they're saying you've made the tea brown again.
Listen, if it's brown, it's cooked. If it's black, it's fucked. Gordon Ramsay said that.
Yeah. It's raw.
The crank amps.
The cranky amps.
Chris says peer reviewed by BuzzFeed. Yeah, it was a very up to date listicle. Haha, Adam, you've got a bass amp in your room, loser. It's like, no man, it's a can, I'm telling you.
No man, it's just for sure, no man. I don't even use a real bass guitar on my recordings.
No, I know. Yeah.
I use all MIDI bass now. I've moved on to something else, Jake, and it's even better than Easy Bass.
Oh yeah, so the Easy Bass was the one where it was just like translating your thing into like a rough approximation.
So what I do I'll write the MIDI notes out and put it into this thing called Shreddage 3 P bass. And
PP bass.
It's just a name for a Fender style bass, but it's got like proper slide notes in it and stuff, and like palm mute.
Oh, so it actually, like that's pretty cool.
So all them ghost tracks I've done, like the last few that have sounded better, have had that bass program on them, and this was free. It was Native Instruments, you know, who do Contact.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like it was free on their website, and I'm like, how is this thing free?
I had to dig in the compression settings properly the other day because I was trying to help like Sammy out with the monsters, just editing it down a bit, and trying to like smooth out the sound because the guest was coming in hot mics into Zoom. No, he wasn't that bad, but it was definitely hot, as they say in the biz. So yeah, I had to actually read about compression settings. It's very boring. I think I just ended up tweaking the knobs as you do. I had like the same part on loop, and I was just like
That's what I do with guitar tones. You know, I record a
short thing.
Yeah, like a couple of riffs that like lead into each other in the track anyway, and then I just sit and tweak like the settings. Like even just moving the treble up like a millimeter can make all the difference. It's crazy.
Oh, here's KK Metal again.
I might have to do my own version of that.
You could. It's got a tap and solo in it. There's two versions of it because there's like a recorded one and then this live acoustic version. Adam's got the space bed. What?
What you're listening
KK
to?
Metal. You've heard it loads of times.
I have, yes, I know.
Oh, what's my storage for?
It's the only storage you get for anything. That's it.
Can you just shrink it one? That's better.
Yeah, it was a bit unsettling with it being that big. I don't know why.
It looked like a giant toolbox.
Oh, that'll be me dad. That he's got so many toolboxes, it's unreal.
Other than guitars, do you have any other favourite things?
Here's a review of my favorite things. When the dog bites. What's wrong with that song?
Do you know what? It's really sad, but I don't think I do.
Nothing in The Sims.
Okay, let's go.
No, I don't. It's pretty sad, but yeah, I don't have any other favorite things apart from like my family, but I can't put them in here.
No, you can put that in your own game, but you should probably just spend time with them.
Yeah, spending 10 hours making them on the game, get like you could have.
Shut up.
Watched the
Try to concentrate.
Try to make me family, man.
You never
right.
talk back to us.
Oh.
Chris likes a good toolbox. Chris the Toolman Taylor.
Ooh.
It levitates me. Oh, now we're getting fancy.
Oh, nice little lava lamp. Set the mood.
It's almost hypnotic. What's Chris doing?
I'm liking that.
Cryptic emojis. Is it a screw?
Who put the screw in the tuna?
I put the screw. That was the pilot episode for Keenan and Kel, you know.
Oh, yeah, I know.
That was what they decided to lead off with.
Oh. I was going to say, don't you have kids, Adam? God, Chris. Just because you're the size of a child, of course you would think that.
He's the size of a child. If Chris was like our George Dawes, that's what he would come on to.
Yeah, I mean, yes, I do have kids, but as I say, I'll put them in my own version of The Sims 4. Can't have the kids living in this house of debauchery. Is that a butt plug?
There's a dog on the
Chris,
screen.
Oh, lava lamp. Hello, Zeus.
Hello.
Look at him.
Can't hear us, man.
I know, he can't hear us, man.
He's like, let me outside. It's night time.
Let the moths in. Let the moths in.
Let the moths in. He's evil, I tell you. I'm gonna guess this is called KK Blues.
I would expect it so, yeah.
Come on, get some dog noise on the mic.
He's like, can I eat it? No.
I mean, yeah, it'd be funny. Good boy. I think when we were doing like the big quiz of the year, we were getting him to eat biscuits on the microphone. Nobody noticed though. And then people got bonus points for having dogs on the screen. And we didn't get any. But, you know, I don't like to make a big deal out of things. I'll just remember it forever.
Yep.
Like a Scorpio.
I might be good at this game, Jake. Name what the albums are based off of. Yes, I can tell.
Oh, because they're all like
rip-offs of...
Yeah.
Well, the Butterfly is a Paramore album.
I'm guessing the smiley face is a Nirvana thing.
Or Blink.
Yes.
Yeah. I think the the avocado one is Hello Goodbye, but that might be a bit far out.
Right.
And I was thinking the desert is Songs for the Deaf.
Yeah, or Caius.
Yeah, possibly.
The one with the palm trees on, I'm like thinking maybe it's like Hotel California or something, or...
And then the one at the top is Rob Van Dam's theme. Overcard. Chris is asking if you've heard the funky guy on TikTok that plays this like weird made-up instrument that sounds like shrimp
pipe.
Sounds like shrimp music.
No, I haven't. I need to see this.
Okay, I can probably pull it up on stream. Just try it. Like, I could find them on TikTok, but TikTok will stop blasting stuff if I open up that on the computer.
Yeah.
To get the sound through.
Yeah, them ones. That'll do nicely. It looks like I'm in a cult. The Order of the Hand.
Okay, he's called Eddie, EWI. I found the real guy, not just people ripping him off. So I pause. KK.
Oh god.
No, it's good, man. You'll like it.
That is the wettest sounding music I've ever heard.
It's like a secret instrument that he's invented.
So like if you look at all those consoles and that's plugged into and stuff, that's sort of like what Mick Gordon had going on for the Doom soundtrack.
Okay.
That's amazing.
We might get DMCA'd for that.
Or also, Jake, you can get a pedal that turns your guitar, the notes on the guitar, into farts.
That probably sounds like that then.
Yeah.
And that's the new sub goal, everybody. Donate your money to buy Adam that pedal.
Fart pedal. I'll do every cover from now on in fart.
Chris is saying he's probably.
But all guitars are farts.
Yeah. Chris is saying he's probably live at the moment. We probably could have dropped in on a TikTok live. He just jams with his made-up instrument.
That's amazing.
You might have heard it before because he does the Star Wars song. It's probably showing up on your TikTok. Feel the slime time funk, yeah. I think they tried to call it blorpin for a while.
Blorpin.
That was the genre. Yeah, Beth thinks we should put Doggy Peanut Butter on the mic. No, it's a foam mic cover. I mean, I do have spares. I suppose I could sacrifice one.
But she said the banned word.
What?
Peanut.
Oh no! It'll come through the microphone. It'll be in your ears.
All swollen. I still feel very hair fevery at the moment. You know, like you try and sniff and nothing happens.
It's very disappointing.
It is, and I've got heartburn as well. Just need putting down. No.
I'm enjoying my breathing because I had a cold the other week, so...
Yeah. Fun fact, when you have anxiety all the time like I do, your body makes you think that you've got a cold constantly. So my immune system's just like dead. But I know what the heartburn's off. It's not all the cheese. I've had way too much. I've had way too much mayonnaise today.
Oh no. It happens sometimes.
Way too much. It's just good. Like I love mayonnaise that much, right? That I thought I had a drink next to me tea, and I almost picked the mayonnaise bottle and squirted it in my mouth. Like I was just like, "What?" And I was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like,
intrusive thoughts.
"Oh yeah, I get a lot of those. Some of them are funny though." Like I had an intrusive thought to trip someone over from behind in the supermarket the other day.
He's putting peanut emojis in the chat, asking if you're okay to look at it.
Imagine if I just like swelled up, just like, whoa.
Not the curse.
I can't believe I went until like, or was it like 4 years ago? Yeah, I went until I was 32 without even knowing truly that I had a peanut allergy.
Yeah, you just like instinctively knew to avoid them, didn't you?
Yeah. Because we always joked about it, didn't we?
Yeah.
You're like, beans and peanuts.
This is good eating right there.
That's not. I don't even eat beans anymore. I've gone off beans. I think it's because they look like a nut. Nut juice.
Look out.
Oh, there's a guitar brand that does like lubricant for the nut of your guitar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's called Nut Sauce.
Okay. I see what they did.
See what you did there. Oh. All my body's still really like tense off going to the gym the other day. It's gotten worse as the day. So I'm like, I did legs as well. I did like a full body workout, right?
Oh yeah.
So, but my legs didn't get any pain whatsoever, even though I did like a lot of weight on them.
Got them strong
like
legs.
On the leg press and stuff.
You sure your knees didn't hurt?
Do you know what they didn't?
Oh, I don't believe you.
and my knee hasn't tried to pop out of place for 2 days.
You've had to update the spreadsheet and be like, no, not today, knee.
Oh, it's really funny.
Oh, you're putting a PA system in his room.
Yes.
Mini PA.
I did the leg press, right? And I can't remember exactly what weight I put on, but it was kind of heavy for like just doing leg day for the first time in like fucking however long years and years.
Yeah.
And this lass got on to try and do the same weight as me afterwards, and like she nearly fucking snapped her legs. I was like, oh, bless her. Because she was like well built as well. Like she wasn't like small, like good muscle tone and that. But like, I thought
at least you weren't videoing it like most people do in the gym.
No, I just noticed from the other side of the gym when I went on a different machine. I was like, oh shit, like she's not changed the weight. And then, yeah, I know. I hate seeing that. It's mostly American gyms that do that.
It's weird, isn't it? Yeah.
Nobody had their phone out whatsoever when I was at the gym the other day, apart from to skip their song and put it back in their pocket.
Yeah.
Do
you think we should make Goodwill's room just like a stand-up microphone and a brick wall?
Yeah.
He just practices his stand-up puns to himself.
But yeah, I thought I would listen to metal in the gym the other day, but I was listening to true crime podcasts. The murder.
I've been watching Fallout and doing kettlebell stuff. So I'm like, must survive in the wasteland.
Yeah, it was funny though when I was talking to you on Monday.
Stop moving that nightstand.
Sorry.
Well, have you checked you can get into bed? That's the main thing, isn't it?
That's the main thing. I was talking to you on Monday, Jake, and I was like, oh, I've did all this and I've recorded like 2 songs in however many hours.
Mm-hmm.
It was yesterday actually, and I was like, oh, I forgot to eat lunch and now I'm going on the school run. I feel really woozy, and you would just you'll not keep them gains, man, if you don't eat. Like,
your body will just eat your muscles again.
It will not.
Or missing anything from your room, Adam?
No, that is excellent. I love it. Thank you.
Sorry that there's only 2 guitars. You could write it, yeah. Complain.
It's all right. I mean, it's fine. I'm fine with that.
Dear Mr.
If you want to be your next door bedroom neighbour.
We'll put Graham next to me.
Yeah. Okay. What does Graham like?
Horror.
Horror.
Yeah.
Okay.
Silent Hill. Drag queen stuff.
Drag.
I don't know what the inside of Graham's house looks like.
Graham can have this creepy woods wallpaper.
That's very Silent Hill, like the misty woods. Just make it like half horror
and
and
not watching.
Make it like half horror and half like
drag.
Like,
half horror and half drag.
Like
yeah.
RuPaul, yeah.
Do you know what?
Like
that room that you've made there.
Room in Batman Forever.
That room that you've made there, apart from obviously like a bed, if we ever move house or I get an extra room built, I'm gonna have that like exact room as my studio room. Maybe I could put a bed in it so I could just go to sleep after I've done all my recordings and that.
Chat's very interested in whether the carpet's down or not. Carpet? Oh yeah, is there a goose anywhere in the... No.
Oh.
If there's any kind of like duck stuff though,
there's ducks, yeah.
I think that'll have to do. I think
that'll have to do.
Okay.
Like lawn ducks, like and stuff like that.
Geesey in Empire.
He loves chaos. If that helps you design anything, he's like me. He thrives on chaos.
I used to. Might have to get back into that.
Yeah, people are suggesting some stuff that he likes. Geese, Trek, Warhammer, Silent Hill, yeah.
Trek Hammer.
So many different things.
He likes the chaos. And he likes necromancy. He likes to play a necromancer.
Okay. There's a lot of information all at once. I feel like you need a fancy dressing table.
Yeah.
The fabulous corner, yeah.
It was the light. Beautiful.
I feel like the chat's on like quite a bit of a delay, but it shouldn't be any different. Unless everyone's just typing really slow tonight. Sarah says he likes dirty, sexy pizzas. And that it's past her bedtime. Yeah, it's
my bedtime.
I mean, we could stop this soon and pick it up at a different time.
See, we told people that you don't just stop playing The Sims. It's like it's a whole process, which I'm probably going to do after we've finished this stream on my own to like build something on mine.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't know if people want to see the entire house get built, or do they want Natalie to finish off in between videos?
Yeah.
If it was done between videos, it could still be recorded and sped up.
Oh
YouTube.
Yeah, like a time lapse thing.
Yeah, because speed builds are a thing that people enjoy watching. That's possible.
Let's pretend we know how to do that.
Yeah. Let's assume.
We send it to Lee when we want something smart like that done. Oh no, Chris is testing us now. I typed this at 22:18. I'm seeing it at
22:19
22:19.
He's in the past. Every time I keep saying the word past or seeing it, I'm thinking of pasta and it's made us hungry.
We had curry for tea with Gohan. Natalie's been doing
used to be my
Duolingo.
favorite food.
Oh yeah, and then
used to
it
be my
poisoned
favorite
you.
food, and they tried to kill me. Oh.
Sounds like everything's trying to kill you, Adam, at some point.
Yep.
He lives in constant fear.
Everything's trying to steal the devil gene out of us. Oh, that was weird. I forgot how to swallow. Do you know it's like an automatic? Right, this is funny, right? Well, not funny, but like swallowing's an automatic thing that happens in your body, right?
Yeah, I just did it.
But when you've had something happen like what I did with the anaphylaxis, it's made swallowing like a thing that I have to manually do.
Oh, you can't be living like that, man.
I know. It's weird. That's why food's been such an issue for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
This won't just be a naked lady, by the way. Then you can select an outfit. So I'll select.
Yeah, like you can. Yeah, he can put one of his outfits on it, or a pork chimp apparently. So says Sarah Peach.
Yeah.
It did actually flash up in front of the mannequin.
Yep.
I didn't know if that was gonna work because Lee set all that stuff up.
Yeah. What was that, like a podium thing?
So
Or
we
is it
can dress other people.
Oh, nice.
Makeovers.
Yeah, makeover people. I don't know where it's gonna go yet, but it can come in.
What about the corner underneath your camera?
He needs a bed. The poor guy.
Can you not just
Sleep standing up.
Yeah, I can give him a coffin.
I can't give him a coffin, actually.
Does it actually work as a bed though?
Yeah, it does.
Nice.
Where are they? So you've got a variety of coffins.
Oh, I thought it was gonna stand up, like in the corner.
Oh no.
I think you should
got
give him
this
the
one?
Murphy bed, actually.
Not one of these fabulous space coffins.
Oh, should Goodwill and Graham sleep in the space coffins? Yeah, I think they should. So give
Yeah, they should have space coffins, yeah.
give Graham the gold one or something. Or if you can make it blue.
Yeah, fancy.
If you can make it Science Officer blue. It's not quite there.
Come
Don't
to
know
me,
what colour
Mario.
Science Officer Blue is. Sorry, I don't watch.
It's just what Spock looks like, so what Sheldon looks like when he's dressed as Spock.
I know what Spock looks like.
You've seen Big Bang though.
This is only blue one.
Looks like a shoe.
It does look like a shoe.
This is de-aging pod.
Yeah.
He harvests the life force. Okay, this is a weird ass room, but it kind of fits.
That's Graham, though, isn't it?
Yeah, you could put the plinth outside. You could do his hobby out in the hallway.
Rug. Cookie rug.
Come to me, Mario. Oh, the fancy
Ooh.
rug. You sure that's not one for Sammy's room, though?
Possibly. We just thought, necromancy
Yeah.
spells. Mm. We'll do the rug later. We'll find some ducks.
Oh yeah, we need some like lawn ornaments. It's a horrible
Think you'd
gnome.
like
The hideous eyes of the gnome.
I think that's fair, no. He's got to have. We've got a zombie gnome. Feel like Paul needs that one.
that.
Where's all the ducks gone?
If you search for it, will you find ducks?
No, because sometimes they're labelled like aquatic friends.
Winged imp gargoyle.
Imps.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, it's big.
But is it a fountain or is it a grotesque?
Its mouth is closed.
So it's a
So
grotesque.
it's a grotesque.
That's my gargoyle fact. Fact of the year. That it's only a gargoyle if water can come out the mouth. Otherwise, it's called a grotesque.
Yeah, we'll have to go for duck.
I could try and search like Sims duck stuff.
The chicken.
Duck items. People have made horrible rubber ducks, like for the mods and stuff. Apparently there's ducks in cottage living, but that might just be actual ducks.
Put actual ducks in his room.
No.
Oh,
Don't fill the house with livestock.
oh, Mrs. Ducksworth. Oh, Mr. Ducksworth. Oh, that's good.
Fine, put it in there.
You won't see what that actually looks like until.
Yeah, until it's like just a tile that spawns a duck. That's
That
good
looks
enough.
geese enough, doesn't it?
It won't look like that in the game, but
Oh,
it will just spawn real ducks. Okay.
Like, oh, it's not.
Not yet. Maybe they're spawned on the beach underneath the house.
imagine
There's a duck in the crawl space.
the duck problem.
Might have to put it on water. We're gonna have a pond. I'll remember. Okay, back to.
Oh yeah, he's the invisible. Oh yeah, he needs a candle in there as well.
Candle.
Yeah.
What type of candle?
I'll have a look.
Like a candelabra?
No, hang on. Let's see. Sub Rosa. Kind of like a lantern, I guess.
Okay, well you have lots of options. This one?
No, I mean like a one, like a singular. Oh, actually, yeah, that's it. That one you just hovered over the floor. Put that on as a nightstand. yeah, that's about as close as we're gonna get. There's the Sub Rosa candle, everyone.
Okay. What else does he like? Let's get him some art on the wall.
The Invisible Man. He dressed up as that on the podcast once.
How do you dress up as someone who's invisible?
Because in the movie he has like bandages wrapped around him. That's the only way they can find him.
Oh, that's clever.
Everyone's saying green candle. But you probably
Green
can't
candle.
change the colour.
Oh,
Oh.
Well, that one's got a horseshoe on it.
Actually, it makes it look kind of like the thing on the episode. Because it's got some ornate elements which you couldn't recreate.
oh, Chrissy needs a 4 candle.
Hmm.
Oh.
What are we getting up to now?
Just finding some weird stuff.
Oh, if there's like
Yeah.
action figures, he has lots of miniatures.
There's lots of action figures. I'll get him some shells.
He paints miniatures.
No.
Oh no.
No, do you know when I had the problem with my arm not being able to like straighten properly?
Uh-huh.
It's on my left arm this time. I didn't
Oh,
even do that much, man.
Everyone's saying you should add toilet roll as well. You're gonna give him the Warhammer shell.
Yeah.
Oh, I've run out of juice. That mysterious pink juice that I keep drinking on stream, Jake.
The pink sauce. It's an
Yum, yum, yum.
influencer.
Have you seen that you can get is it like pink ketchup now, like Barbie Heinz branded?
Yeah, it's because of that
Yeah.
lady on TikTok who made the pink sauce. I think we got it once. And Euphoria was horrified. We got it at that pub, the Secret Garden.
Oh, we did. Not good.
Just thought it'd be funny. It was just mayonnaise.
Yeah, but it's a different colour, so therefore your brain doesn't associate it with tasting like mayonnaise. Seeing as you're not
You
like
colour
us, Jake, you wouldn't
fiends.
understand. Tastes like pink, not white.
Do you have to place the action figures down one by one?
Yeah.
There's too many shelves then.
Oh god.
Delete them. That's all he gets.
So he hasn't finished his collection yet.
Oh, okay. I just meant delete the rest of the shelves.
I'll fill them up off stream. That's fine.
All of his Adam action figures.
Think of any space shitty type things.
Well, he doesn't. I think like Goodwill's gonna have to go full
Is that
spaceship.
Goodwill?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or give him a race car bed.
I'll download one especially.
There's no race car bed.
There's not.
Oh well, just do space stuff then.
Space bed.
Chris is like, I remember green and orange tomato sauce. Back in my day. Get like the ketchup was green. There, sure, Grandpa. He's talking crazy again.
You old man.
How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man? You're looking for a weird poster.
Yeah. Just finish off his room to go here.
Yeah, Chris has got the same idea as me. One figure and loads of shelves.
Yeah.
Look at these creepy children.
Ooh.
Oh, not nice.
Too much. That looks like Johnny Depp.
It did, didn't it? I was just about to say that.
That's the cast of What We Do in the Shadows.
This is just a weird guy.
Oh. Oh.
Brother,
Brother,
What's that? Some eggs.
yeah, actually,
Yeah.
I would shrink it, but yeah. He
He was
does
like that.
He does say egg a lot. Okay, yeah.
His room's so random, isn't it?
So yeah, you're gonna have to put Goodwill next to him then. It's starting to take shape.
Very well.
Oh, I hate that gnome's just there now.
I know, I forgot it was there and then he crapped, like, I was just like, oh.
The ketchup was green, as was the fashion in them days.
That little gnome man gets it, he's green.
Oh man, no.
I'm just gonna hide him.
Oh no, he's gonna get us in the night.
Okay. My headphones have just said battery low, so
Oh,
I think
no.
that's the hint.
Yeah,
Finish.
Yeah, well, it's 25 to 11 now as well.
gotta be in bed by 11.
Well,
Otherwise, the mind goblins get you.
even though I'm so tired, right, and drained, I will not be in bed by 11 hours. I wouldn't even. I can't get into bed earlier than like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh. That sounds like too much work.
I mean, I have the urge to stay up late, but
I need to
It'll
fit
be
all the
bad.
things into like a 3-hour time window.
oh, no.
All of the things. And that includes eating later than I should.
I'm just gonna go. Just gonna go to sleep, right? Don't wake Dad.
You want them sleepy streamers who pretends they're asleep while playing GTA?
Yeah, and makes people pay to try and wake them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, weird.
Well, I mean, if that's a way that we could make money, I definitely, my morals can go out the window for that.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell people we got our first game code from a developer, which will be hitting the channel pretty soon.
Yeah.
That means we're getting legit, everyone.
About time.
It's all thanks to the supporters, really.
Yeah.
So if we had 0 views on everything, I don't think anyone would give us codes.
Yeah. I think as well, like the amount on the followers on the like Facebook page, and that definitely helps. When
Yeah.
companies are looking into someone. Like,
Yes, because they do.
it's like, it's got like 70 something thousand. Like,
Yeah, I don't think I link
all-
that all the time, but they could definitely have a look because it's just a little search away. Yeah, we've got a game code, but the game's not out yet, so we're not allowed to stream it till after Friday. So we're gonna try and do something on Sunday.
Right.
We're under an embargo. It's
Right.
exciting.
What rules in that? What rules?
And hopefully we'll be able to get some more. I've been trying to get some like horror games for like you and Lee and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's just one of those gotta get the ball rolling type things. Gotta start somewhere.
Definitely.
Right, so have you saved the
Yes.
Okay, so the general consensus from everyone seemed to be that they did want to see the house being made.
Yes.
So
People
we
have been
save
having
it?
It's been really helpful having everyone's input, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I would struggle on my own.
And if I would just have to like dictate everything, and it would just be my biases. Like I would
Make
just
everything brown.
I would just have to boil. No, I would just boil everyone down to the most base features, and then it would
Yeah.
might be insulting at the end of it. You're gonna have to find a way to put pop figures in Paul's room.
Yeah. Well, there's like kids' toys that kind of look a bit like pop figures, like this guy.
Oh.
Little camping buddy. Little bad boy. Actually, yeah, you know what? I think we might have to scratch the shelves in Graham's room and move that idea to Paul's, because he's the one who's surrounded by figures.
Yeah.
So I think Graham's got enough going on in his room. We'll just find something to stick on that wall.
Yeah.
He can keep his like tiny men in the corner. What does he say on Venture Brothers? Like Dr. Orpheus, where he's like, to trap the souls of these two homeboys in this little figure. Chris is asking what the game is. I think I'm allowed to say it. I don't think it said anywhere. I'll scan the email just in case. Okay, but the game is, yeah, it doesn't say anything about, it just tells me what time I can stream it from. It's called Tell Me Your Story, and it's supposed to be like a cozy puzzle game on Switch.
Like A Little to the Left and Sticky Business, those type of cozy games.
Yeah. Something about a story about a grandma telling a story and puzzles. So we show you some of that.
What was that story one that I played and I just didn't understand the story in it? What was that one with the
unpacking?
Unpacking. I blame the autism for that one because it was apparently there was a really sad story all the way through it, and I just didn't pick up on any of the clues about that. I was like, oh, really?
It wasn't all sad story. It was just you were a woman moving house and putting her belongings in houses. So you were supposed to pick up like what was happening in her life based on what her house was looking like at the time. And so there was sad parts, like when she moves in with her bad boyfriend and she has no room for her stuff and you have to unpack into a tiny area, and then things get better.
Yeah, that was just completely over my head.
No poignance in that story for you. Good word.
So if this one's hard, you might have to explain the story a bit.
And don't worry, no one's required to buy it or anything just because we're doing coverage of the game for free. It's not one of those. It's not like an aggressive marketing campaign like what the Star Trek mobile app wants you to do. But yes, this has been the second little part of the Sims story. What did we call it? Building the island? Can't remember now. Making the house, I think we called it. So yeah, we'll have to do that as Making the House Part 1. But yeah, it'll go up on YouTube. And yeah, we're going to continue with Sims just when we can. And when the house finally gets going, that'll be some of the silly parts. But yeah, anyone else want to say anything before we sign off here?
No, I mean I've enjoyed this. I mean I'll happily come on stream again and watch this. It's been great.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Like I don't know if because you can't get much done in like 2 hours. But yeah, we might have to dip in and out of it on different days. But the weekends get busy. Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna raid, but there's probably not many people watching. But I like Giant Bomb, and they're playing Superman 64, and I'll probably end up watching this video tomorrow. But it might get our name out somewhere else. It's always worth it. But yes, thanks everyone for watching. We love you all as usual. And we'll see you next time on Nun Island. Oh.